Hello, my beautiful viewers. This is the ambassador of Wambugu Apples. My name is Kate, and this is our beautiful Nyahururu. This is Thompson Falls. And today we are going to have some harvest from Mr. Jogona's farm. Walk with me. Welcome to Mr. Jogona's farm. Finally, we are here. And the work done here is wonderful. I can see he has 1,500 plants and the fruiting is well. He planted last year, May. That is when he planted these trees. So that's about maybe 1 year and some maybe 6 or 7 months. And this is marvelous. This is good because the watering system is wonderful. The way they have put their ground, we have the ground cover, and the plant is getting enough water to feed the fruits and the flowers which are happening here. And I'm happy to do the harvest and enjoy the work of this farmer. I know there will be questions that why the glass, why this and all this. Number one, you don't have to plant other things or do the intercrop. If you're not ready for that, if you just want to see your apples, your Wambugu apples doing well, you can have the way it is. And that's why I do a lot of videos just to show you that you can do in this design, you can do this if you're not ready to do other crop. Because if you want to do some intercrop, you have to figure out your watering because you need water here and then you need water here. But Mr. Jogona decided, I just want my Wambugu apples to be, so this is how it is done. In other farms, like in my farm, I have done intercrop, but I told you, you have to ensure that the watering system is intact because you don't have to rush planting other things and then your Wambugu apples will be suffering on this side. So this farm is beautiful. Honestly, I feel like lying down here and start crunching. In this farm, they have done what is called button drip or drip irrigation. The drip irrigation ensures that every plant gets enough water. So this point, there is a button drip, which is pointing on where the water should come out. So I think it's yellowish, but this is a top that gives water. This is it. So somehow you tint it, and then the water will be able to be enough. So the water in a day. If you're watering, let's say the harshest moment, like there's no rains, there's a lot of sun, and it's a bit hot. So you can do in a week 3 times, and those 3 times you ensure is about 20 liters per watering. And remember, we don't water during the day. We water in the evening, about 4 in the evening, so that the water can last the whole night and also in the morning. So by 11, the tree will be enjoying some water. So this is the button drip that the farmer has done. So ensuring that every tree is getting enough water. You can do fallow irrigation, you can do overhead. Now overhead, depending on whether you have done other things. But like the case that we have here, we just need the button drip, giving each and every plant. And this one reduces the wastage of water. Did I say water? Yes. So now, the other thing is the mulching. Mulching also helps the plant help the plant, the water that you did, for it not to, evaporate. So after watering, the moment you water, that water, it is you who will be able to ensure how far is it going to go. So with the mulching, this water you can even be watering once in a week. So that's how important the mulching is. So we are using here in this case we are using organic, so just some glasses that the farmer cuts here, and then after drying, put it here. So the mulching, you realize that the place is very, very wet. Look at that. This is the soil. Very, very wet, as you can see. Very wet. Why? Because the mulching has been there, covering, so there is no sun hitting the ground or where the plant is. So the plant will be able to enjoy the entire water that you did. So also saving your water. And saving your water is saving your money. So the mulching is done as the dry grass. And this one, the importance of this later on will convert into manure. Remember that. So after a while, the farmer will also try to bring some more new mulching. But this one can last even for 4 or 5 months. So it is good doing a mulching maybe like 2 times in a year. So that's the importance of the mulching. One of the benefits of planting Wambugu apples is that you can harvest throughout the year. Meaning, after every 3 months, you harvest. After every 3 months, you harvest. And now, to ensure that throughout the year, harvesting, you need to maintain your flowers. Or when you see the flowers are out, what are you supposed to do? These are 3 ways to manage your flowers when you realize that your Wambugu apples is fruiting or it's flowering. Number 1 is watering. Watering has been the key thing in Wambugu apples management, because if you don't water, it means that tree will be suffering. So ensure that you're watering maybe 2 times or 3 times in a week. Now, depending on where you are, because there are some areas which are very dry, like in our place in Laikipia County is a bit dry. So we do 2 or 3 times, also depending on the weather. When it is raining, you don't have to put a lot of water to avoid waterlog. Number 2 is pest control, which when you do a lot of scouting, which is very important. When you scout and just see and connecting with your trees, you'll be able to realize, are my fruits or my flowers forming? Are my fruits okay? Because some of the fruits you may find that they are aborting. So those are the main key when you have Wambugu apples. The other key issue is that when the buds are forming, and when I talk of buds, is when before the opening of these flowers, you need to ensure that when they open like this, kindly check on the flowers. I know you'll be asking, Kate, if I have 1,000 trees, how am I going to check on each and every flower? I will tell you that is the best time to do the scouting, because that is how you count your money on the trees. So what you do, you just pick like portions of the land and then check. It will give you the whole, it will give you the analysis of the entire farm. So I'll tell you that just count like 3 or 4 plants. It will be able to tell you how is my farm on an entire ground. So when I mentioned about flowering, sometimes a tree can be very crazy of fruiting or flowering. Like this branch you're seeing here, it has, because once this flower open, it has 5 or 6 fruits. So we are talking about number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we are talking about 15 points, which 15 you multiply by 5. Let's talk of 5. So those are so many fruits in one branch. So number 3, you're supposed to do what we call thinning. Thinning, we don't do thinning when it is flowering. Allow the flowers to form the fruits, and once it forms, you now target the weakest fruit. I know it's not easy. I know it is painful. I have gone through the same, thinking I'm plucking the fruit, but you have to do that for the quality and the quantity of your production. So once you have to wait the flowers to open completely and start forming. Now, when it start forming, you're going to target those tiny, tiny, tiny fruits that are there. Leave maybe at a point like this, you have 6, like because this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Leave about 3 or 4. Again, depending on the strength of the branch. Like this one is not very strong to carry about 60 fruits, one tree, one branch. So what you do, you target and remove them completely with your hands. There's no machine, no mechanical using, so it's your hand. You pluck them and then you leave them, like if there were 60, you leave about 35 or 40. That one is fair enough for that branch. And due to the entire branches, because like this one have 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 branches. So we are talking of 5 branches leaving like 30. So 30 multiplied by 5. So those are very good 150 fruits. If you have 1,000 trees, each leaving 150, we are talking about, hey, mathematics. Teacher wa math, hapa ndio nakuhitaji. Around 150 multiplied by 1,000. You can do the calculations and see the math. See your money. Now, you know, when you're in the farm, you can do the craziest thing that you can. Because my apple, I need to crunch later. I need to put it there on the support. Now, and it's very hot. Because I'm a farmer, I need to do what we call earthing. Yani, unasikia utamu, wanyasi, kanyanga hivo. Now, that is me in the farm. Now, I just realized how nice the lines have been made and the accuracy of making and the spacing that have been done in this farm. Number one, this farm, when you look, I would say vertically or whatever, when you look at this side, it's straight. When you look at the other side, it's very straight. Any corner, even if you go vertically, I know that is the vertical, the whatever, it's very straight. So this, I'm learning that when you're doing farming, it is good to do a smart work. So even when you are in the farm or have people coming and to see what you're doing, you're even happy because of the management you have done in your farm. So it's not a matter of planting like just like that, but make some, nice work, smart work, you know. Agriculture is not just a matter of just doing things, but it is very good for you to do a smart work. We call it smart agri-business. So this is how this farm is, and I'm so happy and enjoying the farm. Looking forward to see your videos, to see your photos, how good and smart is your farm. Michael, I had to put it here as I continue to give you some tips on how to manage Wambugu Apple. So it has to be there. So now, as we wind up doing some harvests, but I didn't want to leave this place before I tell you this. I know those who have planted Wambugu apples in different countries, in different counties here in Kenya, in different areas. Kindly, I've been showing you my farm. I've been showing you the few farmers I'm able to reach, like this one. This is not my farm, but when he called me and said, Kate, come and see what I've been doing. And I'm so much impressed. And I'm able to advise the farmer, this is how to do, this is what you're supposed to do, those do's and don'ts. So if you're there, you've planted, kindly take a photo, take a small video, and share with us. Let's see your farm, whether good or bad. Don't worry. This life, we are not just smooth road. This is not smooth road, you know. But we just need to see how your farm is doing. Maybe that is where I can be able to see maybe a challenge that you're going through, and I can be able to advise you and yeah, and have more harvest. So kindly take a photo, take a video, a small one, even if it's not you there. You know me, I can do my videos and all that, but even if you're not there, just a smaller one, maybe send it in the comment section. You can send it on the comment section, or send to my inbox. My number will be running there, and I'll be able to see and be happy, and maybe also to advise you, because this is a duty for me to be called ambassador. It's not just a name, but I need to work with you, show you the right ways, the little I can. And also, who knows, I can see something doing very well in your farm. And also as a person, I also learn from your farm. So kindly do that, and I'll be really, really happy to see the progress of your farm. Those who have not planted, you are missing. I'm telling you, you are missing. Even if it's 10 plants in your farm or in your compound, for your kids to enjoy. It's not a matter of having so many. If you're not doing commercial, you can have your 10 and enjoy crunching Wambugu apples. If you want to go to commercial, we connect you to the market. That is our business, because I know investment, people can do investment, but now most farmers have suffered and will ask, where do I take my produce? So for me, I started from that end and coming this way. Market first, and then when I tell you to plant, I'm able to connect you to the market. So if you have not planted, imagine what you're missing is this. It's sweet, it's juicy, it's organic. Wambugu apples to the world.